Just days after President Donald Trump took gloves off of immigration enforcement, a raid in New Jersey is already causing outrage. Newark Mayor Ross Baraka notes that this warrantless raid that targeted a local establishment is not only causing terror in the community, but has ensnared American citizens, including a veteran. Baraka wrote in a statement that, quote, Newark will not stand idly by while people are being unlawfully terrorized. I'll get to the unlawful part. This raid, of course, was among others. As of Thursday, the agency had announced that it had made a total of 538 arrests, which, when you compare it to Biden's numbers, those are rookie numbers. All right? Not really all that impressive. Because under the Biden, the agency actually averaged more than 450 arrests a day. So, I mean, Trump's numbers, not all that impressive when it comes down to it. But this latest raid, by the way, and that's along with, or I should say it's dealing with the context here where you have immigration, Border Patrol, that is actually going to go after immigrants in non-traditional areas, right? Churches, restaurants, basically anywhere there are suspected undocumented immigrants. Now they have the freedom to go and apprehend people, and yet they're still pulling in 538. Just a little bit more than Biden. So, not very impressive. Now, as I mentioned, this latest raid was at the Ocean Seafood Depot in Newark's Ironbound section. Now, the business's owner, Louis Janota, told ABC7 that ICE agents had asked people for documentation, specifically 3 workers. Hey, where's your papers, please? You know, because we're that kind of country now. Papers, please. And, of course, when they were not able to show the relevant papers, they were detained by police. Now, Janota also said, I feel like we have to be a country of law. Well, that's interesting because we just, Donald Trump pardoned all the January 6th rioters, including the ones that assaulted police officers, okay, and is a felon himself. But no, we have to be a country of law. But we have to go after bad people. Not working people. These are family people. These are the people who show up to work every day. Here's the thing. It doesn't matter to them, okay? Donald Trump said, I'm going to go after all the illegal immigrants. And that's what he's doing. Why are you surprised? Why is anybody surprised? This is exactly what Donald Trump voters voted for. They're giddy. They're like, yes, get them all out. We got to get all out the immigrants nuts. Then the egg prices are going to go down. Which, of course, is not happening. It's actually going up because it doesn't have anything to do with egg prices, immigration. But anyway, this is what you voted for, guys. Congratulations. Look, the criminal alien lie is just that. It's a lie. The vast majority of undocumented immigrants are, other than how they got into the country, obviously, law-abiding. Okay? They're working people who have families. Okay? They have friends. They pay taxes. They raise their children. They try to stay under the radar because they don't want to get deported. So they're not out there doing crime. Okay? Their only crime is crossing an imaginary line on a map. Now, I'm not saying that every single immigrant is an angel, right? No, there are some that do mess up and get caught, do crime. Some do terrible things, right? The people that, the guy that killed Lincoln Riley, for example, that does happen. That just means they're human beings, and that some of them are good, and some of them make mistakes and do bad things, just like anyone else. But also, just like anyone else, the vast majority of immigrants just want to work and live their lives. That's it. That's it. But it would make so much sense to try to give these people a legal pathway to citizenship, which would allow them to both live and work here legally and actually, partake of American society. You want people to assimilate, right? Well, they're not going to assimilate well if if they have to hide to avoid being deported. Okay, and look, we need major reforms to our immigration system. Okay, but here's the thing: they're already here. They're doing the work. They're paying the taxes. Why don't we give people the chance to become Americans? I don't care if they came in the wrong way. Give them a chance. But instead, what we're doing is that we're allowing the American Gestapo to hunt them down and throw them in caves. Are you hiding enemies of the state? The undocumented immigrants? Well, we must come after you. Look, these raids are not only problematic for all those reasons, right? They also could be a violation of the Fourth Amendment, okay? Because, hey, you kind of have to get a warrant. But not only that, but it's also a violation in the fact that they're ensnaring American citizens alongside supposed undocumented immigrants. This includes a veteran. In fact, Janota told Pix 11 News one of the guys was a military veteran. And the way he looked to me was because he was Hispanic. He is Puerto Rican and the manager of our warehouse. Now, Puerto Rico is part of the United States. It's not an official state, but they're American citizens. Janota also said it looked to me like they were specifically going after certain kinds of people. Not every kind, because they did not ask me for documentation or my American workers, Portuguese workers, or white workers. Once again, Puerto Rican worker, that is an American worker. So, but look, this is racial profiling, obviously, and not only did they racially profile a veteran, but also when he, had military documentation, they were like, don't believe, we're not buying it. We're not buying it, alien. We're not buying it, undocumented criminal. We're just not buying it. We're not buying it at all. And then they illegally detained him because he's an American citizen, and this was a warrantless raid, and there were no charges on him. They illegally detained him anyway. That's what's going on here. This is only the start. All right. This raids like this is only the start. I mean, the thing is, again, ICE officers, they're not allowed to enter private property, as I mentioned before, including employee-only areas in businesses. You know that whole thing about private property that Republicans love to point out? Private property. We got to protect the private property. Except from the government. Wait a minute. That's the whole purpose of the Constitution is to protect our civil liberties, right? Which includes our right to private property. But no. Apparently Republicans are like, don't care. Okay, ICE is like, don't care about private property. We're going to go in there anyway. And we're going to do it without due process. Again, there was no valid search warrant. There was no warrant signed by the judge. This was warrantless. And also, in order to go in, you have to have a probable cause to arrest. Being suspected of being an immigrant without documentation is not probable cause. But, facts, they don't matter. All right? Facts don't matter to them anymore. They've gone full Gestapo. All right? So this warrantless raid just violated the constitutional right of due process for American citizens. But again, they don't care. Here's what they put out for a statement talking about this. U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement may encounter U.S. citizens while conducting field work and may request identification to establish an individual's identity, as was the case during a targeted enforcement operation at a work site today in Newark, New Jersey. And that's it. They didn't address it in anything else. So basically what I get from that is if you're even near an alleged undocumented immigrant, which, let's be honest, anyone who looks Latino, if you're near one, or if you are one, then prepare to have ICE come in, interrogate you, and if they're unsatisfied with the answers, they will arrest you and detain you. Just know that that's the reality of the country we live in now. And if you're a citizen who voted for Donald Trump and you also happen to be Latino, well, just know that that's exactly what you signed up for if it happens to you. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe, hit the bell icon in order to get notified whenever a new video is released. And if you want to support independent, progressive media through this difficult time where it seems like everybody is shutting down, you become a member on our YouTube page, you become a subscriber on Facebook, or you can go to my Patreon. It's patreon.com/Jeff Waldorf. Thank you.